Good morning, everybody. Welcome to week 2 of e-learning computer graphics with Miss Liemer-Kelly. Here we go. Those of you who partook last week, thank you. Those of you who were not able to, you can still do all the lessons, and I will not do any penalty points until the administration tells me I should. As usual, my policy has always been to give you to the end of the marking period to finish any of your projects. So that is what I would like to abide by this time as well. So first thing, what we're going to do today is we are going to open, we're going to learn how to use our perspective warp. We're going to take a photo, which I will attach to your Google Classroom. I'll show you the examples. You can use this photo, or you can find another photo of a celebrity who has very little tattoos visibly. And we're going to learn how to use perspective warp. And we're also going to learn how to use screen multiply, which we've done before in other tutorials. And we're going to add tattoos to our people. So this is an easy lesson. I'm going to ask you to do a couple of celebrities too, and that will be this week's lesson. So here we go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my web browser. My dog is circling on my computer, so if you hear little clicks, it's because he's got long toenails and won't let me touch them. I am going to go to www. Oops, too many W's. Photopea. And here we go. The district did give us access to Photoshop, and I'll include it in the Google Classroom. Some of you may have a hard time. You have to download the app from the cloud, so it may be difficult for some computers who don't have the right system requirements to do. Photopea is really, it has everything we need right now. If you are having problems with Photopea, send me an email. This week I'm going to set up some Zoom extra help sessions. I'm going to try to do a couple appointments on each day, and hopefully I can walk you through it. If you haven't used Zoom, it's just a meeting app. All right, let's get started with tatting up our Rihanna. So I'm going to go to File, Open, or you can do Open from Computer. I'm going to go to my downloads, and I believe it's this one. Yes, it is. We're going to go Open. There she is. When you do your celebrities, please pick celebrities that are not pixelated. So you don't want, if we zoom in on this, or if we ever get a chance to print our work, that they're not pixelated. Like this is a little pixelated, not so bad. All your options are the same. So you just see I went to my minus sign there. So, and here we go. We're going to go into our web browser. I'm going to add a tab. I'm going to do a quick search, clip art tattoos. And I'm going to actually open the images instead of just clicking on the thumbnails, because that's how you get bad images, is by not clicking on the thumbnails. You want to get as large of an image as possible. The thumbnail, like you see here, will be worse than this. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to drag to my desktop. However you do it is up to you. Try to keep them black and white. You can use, that's kind of cool. You can use color. I like the tiger. Let's do the tiger. It's fun to do celebrities and political figures that don't necessarily have tattoos. We've gotten some really funny exercises in the past. Wings are always fun. You have to do a minimum of 3 tattoos per person. So now that I've got that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of this by simply pulling this and dragging onto here. That way if I don't like what's happening, I can just delete that layer. So all that did was make a duplicate your layer, or you can go up to the word layer, duplicate layer, same thing. So, and here we go. I'm going to go to File, Open, And I'm going to go to my desktop because that's where I dragged them to. And I'm going to open them. I'm going to do a select all. Then I'm going to copy it. I'm going to switch back to Rihanna and I'm going to go to edit paste. Now it's on its own layer and you can see how big that is. So I'm going to transform that by going to the word edit, free transform. Remember, there's no scale in Photopea. So I'm going to do this. And right now I'm just holding down shift so it stays in proportion. And I'm going to hit OK. And right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my layer from normal to multiply. And you can see my clip art has mostly transformed. So you don't see that white background as clearly as much anymore. You can use your eraser tool and get rid of what is left. Select all. Make sure I'm in the right eraser tool. Yes. Sure. Eraser. And you can see there. Now I can get rid of all that stuff there if I want. I could get really involved. Another way I could have done that, I just want to get enough of it away that I don't see any evidence. For the most part, just hitting screen should be enough. So I have to make this look like it's on her body. And right now you can see certain things are not on her body. I'm going to oops, did that shortcut did not work for me. Edit transform. I'm going to do some more transformation. I'm going to do the free transform and I'm going to rotate a little bit so that it looks more symmetrical on her torso. There we go. That's a good place for it. Okay, so I'm going to hit this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to edit, and now when I transform, I'm going to go to warp. Okay, and warp is going to allow me to bend the tattoo so that it looks more, that it's fitting to her body. You can see what's happening here. You can also pull these handles for warp so that you keep the symmetrical. The symmetry. And you can also pull from the center part in warp. So you have all these parts that you can drag and drop. And when you're happy with it, and I think that's pretty good, you're going to click so that your perspective's gone. Now I am going to zoom in here so that you see what's going on. Oops, that's zooming out. Make sure you're in the right zoom thing. And I need to use my eraser tool again. One, because the tattoo should not be on her clothing. And remember, eraser works with brush size, so now I can get really small. And the areas that are on her top straps, I'm going to click on those and get rid of those because it is a different, oops, I'm going to undo that. I went a little bit too far. I'm not doing very good here, am I? Sunday. There we go. Okay. And now I want to get rid of, use my brackets to make that larger, the things that are outside her skin, because that would look silly that her tattoo would be flying away like that. All right, and there's my first tattoo for Rihanna. Rihanna, not so bad. So let's say I want to do another one. Say I want to do this rose. I'm going to do file. I'm going to do open. And I'm going to grab this rose and it's going to make another layer. I'm going to, again, select all, edit copy. I'm going to go back to my tab and I'm going to do edit paste. And that is huge. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to, first I want to scale this down because if I can't see the bounding box, then neither can you. So then I'm going to go back to my edit transform, free transform, and I'm going to hold down shift so that my rose does not get distorted yet. I'm going to put this rose on her arm. A little bit smaller. And then I'm going to hit this, and I'm going to change my rose to multiply. Voila. Okay. So now I need to distort it. So I'm going to go to edit, and I am going to do the warp thing again. And I want it to look like it's curving on her arm. So I'm pulling these things so it looks like it is wrapping around her arm. I'm going to pull some of these points from the center as well. When you use Photoshop, it gives you a grid, not like these boxes, but it's the same concept. So, and next I have to do is I have to use my eraser tool because my rose has gone to areas where I do not want to, where I don't want them to be. So I'm going to hit my click, get out of transform, go back to my zoom, zoom in, go back to my eraser tool, and I'm going to very carefully get up real close to her skin. Remember, you have undo, so you can undo. And you can also use your history. You have your history here, so you can go back in your history tool. If you don't know your history palette, you can learn it. It's very easy. It just does everything you do in steps, which is how the multiple undos actually happen. So that's gone. And we don't want this little part here. That's gone. And there we go. And now we have stuff that has gone completely over. We're going to get rid of that. You can still tweak the transformation. I'm actually going to change this tattoo a little bit because I don't think she would have this in her armpit. So I am just doing that. Let's do one last one. How about we put this cool design? Let's put it on her face. Let's see if we can do that. So we're going to go to File, Open. Again, a new file. And here we go. This one is going to be easy because if you remember from some of our things that we talked about, it's a PNG, so it has a white and gray background, meaning that I really don't even have to put it in screen mode when I select it. But I'm going to select all, edit, copy, not screen mode, multiply. Come back to my picture, and then edit, paste, and see, it's already invisible. So if you can search PNGs and you don't even have to worry about changing this to multiply. Let's also bring this down again with our zoom tool, and I'm going to do a transformation free to start so I can rotate it. It's really too pretty to have tattoos on her face, but it's always a challenge to put a facial tattoo on somebody. So there we go. I'll rotate it just a little bit more. If you're noticing your snaps on, let's see if we can take our snap off. There it is, that check thing that wasn't allowing me to do anything. So just unclick your snap, and then you should be able to move this freer. Yeah, it was snapping to something. All right, while I'm in here, instead of clicking it, I'm going to go to the warp right now. And change dramatically. So I can kind of float this tattoo on her face. Just pulling these up a little bit. She spends way too much time on her eyebrows to have a tattoo on there. And I'm going to hit check. All right. So I have to zoom in because some of it is on our hair. keep making the same mistake. And I have to use my eraser tool because now we don't want to do that right now. I'm going to use my eraser tool and I am going to erase the stuff that hit her hair and over here too. Okay, the last thing I want to do is these tattoos look way too vibrant. So I'm going to change down the opacity so it looks more like a tattoo that would be on her skin. Most tattoos start off extraordinarily vibrant and within a year they fade. So we want it to look, I would say about 75 to 80 would be a good opacity for each layer. And try whatever you do with one layer, be consistent with the others because we don't want it to look different. And there you have it. So then you're going to go to File. You can save as a PSD, or you can choose one of these other things if you want. I want to see the original photo and the one that you tatted up. So you're going to submit a total of 4. You're going to do 2 celebrities. I want to see the original picture that you did, and then I want to see the one that you tatted, put tattoos on. So you're going to do either save as a PSD or PDF is fine too. Okay. And there we go. Save. And then you'll attach it to your Google Classroom. All right, if you have questions, you can send me an email, or you can reply in the comments, or if you just want to say hi, you can write something in the comments too. Miss you guys. Hope to see you soon. Bye.